Give me fuel, give me fire, give me that one to the side.
Hello everybody and welcome to Nashville Superspeedway for the Sam Bass 400, race 10 of the NCS SimRacing Challenge, the third and final race of our little Tennessee swing here in the Volunteer State. We're going to be going 75 laps around this 1.33 mile track here in Lebanon, Tennessee. We just finished up racing at Bristol Motor Speedway last weekend, where the Cooler Sam broke another NCS sim racing record, leading the most laps ever in a race. Let's take a look at those point standings. They've gotten really close. Sean McKean has only a 7-point advantage over Alexander Rowe, and then it's another 11 points back to Henry Guo. Norris Andrews right on them, and you can just see how close the point standings are. Christopher Marnell and Aaron Hunter tied for 9th there, so the top 10 drivers all within 30 points of first place. That would mean they're within one race of that first place position, which means it's completely possible that someone from 9th, like Christopher Marnell or Aaron Hunter, could jump up to the top points. You never know. Josh Moore on the pole, Eris Yuko alongside him. Let's take it down trackside for the command to start engines.
Gentlemen, start your engines!
Keep an eye on your temps for this first segment. We shouldn't really be in danger of overheating, but it will, probably get up to about 220, so just keep an eye on that.
Car is all off and away. Let's take a look at our starting lineup. Row 1, Josh Moore and Eris Yuko. Row 2, Sean McKean, your points leader, and then Garrett Lamar, who's had a rough couple of weeks so far. Row 3, Aaron Hunter and Norris Andrews. Row 4, Alexander Rowe and Nick Roten. Row 5, we've got Henry Guo and Christopher Marnell. Row 6, last week's winner, the Cooler Sam, and Josh Harrison. Row 7, we've got Vincent Crook and then Arwen Basic in that 45 car. Row 8, Michael Guthrie and Logan Williams. The numbers are switched on there, I don't know why. Ricardo Garcia and Andrew Franzi in row 9. Row 10, Axel Rocha and Harry Williams. And then rounding out the field, Ian McDaniel and Colin Scarborough. 75 laps around this 1.33 mile track here in Lebanon, Tennessee. We're about to get underway for the green flag is in the air here, and we're out and underway at Nashville Superspeedway. Josh Moore, leads them down into turn number 1. Eris Yuko didn't get the best start, which gives the 3 car the advantage heading onto the back straightaway, but look at that run the 54's got on it. Sean McKean already in 3rd place. He's one of the better better speedway drivers here in the NCS Sim Racing Challenge. We're going to come around and it'll be Josh Moore who has the lead on lap number 2. Eris Yuko dives down into the corner though, and he's going to take the lead. The 3 car is going to slip back on that high side, and that 54 car has got the outright top spot. Eris Yuko already putting a little bit of a gap on that 46 car here on lap number 3 of 75. Aaron Hunter, though, alongside that 46 car, he's going to try to make a move for that 2nd place position. And he's going to do it. So this track, people labeled it maybe boring, maybe not. You never know. I mean, the racing will play itself out, but we've already got some action along there. Look at the Cooler Sam already coming back from row 6. He's already up to 4th. Look at that for that 86 car. He's certainly looking strong the past few races. Working on Alexander Rowe as Sean McKean has slipped back to about 5th or 6th. He's being worked on by that 47 car of Henry Guo. Aris Yuko, though, out in front still on lap number 5 of 75. As Sean McKean's fallen back to where Josh Moore is, which is around the 8th or 9th position. So here comes Henry Guo working on that 34 car. He's going to go down to the bottom lane, trying to make a move on Aaron Hunter as Tulpa Motorsports cars are 1-2, but the 37 is trying to break that up. Here he comes down the front straightaway. The 34 has got the position, but into turn 1 they go. The 37 is going to take it away from him. The 86 of the Cooler Sam is going to follow right underneath. Down the back straightaway, here comes the 37 with a full head of steam. As you can see, if you lose ground on that top lane, not much grip up there, and you can see you're kind of running the middle groove right there, but when you're going down to pass, you just get a much better run into the corner, and it effectively sends the car up high out of the racing groove, because the natural racing line is the top of that lane. You really don't utilize the top of the track, as you see right there. So if you get up and out of that groove, you just start to slide back. Here comes the 37 of Alexander Rowe. He's going to try to work on that 54 car. Already one lead change so far today. The 37 is going to try to take himself into the lead. And with Sean McKean falling back early, as you can see that yellow car in the back and around mid-pack, wherever the 37 finishes, he just needs to finish 7 spots in front of Sean McKean. But with the points difference, with how many points the top 5 get, it's completely possible that the 37 could finish as close as 4 spots away from Sean McKean and still retain the points and get the points lead from him, as long as he finishes in that top 5. Here comes the 37 down the back straightaway. He's on the underneath of that 54. It looks like in turn 3 and 4 you're able to hold it around that top side, but here comes Alexander Rowe on the bottom lane. Down the front straightaway, the 54's got the lead, but the 37's going to take it coming into turn number 1. The Cooler Sam right behind, but he checks up as well. And that gives the 37 the outright lead. But here comes the 86. Caution's out. We've got cars around on turn 2. Looks like Nick Roten, Christopher Marnell are involved. It looks like the 0 car blew an engine, and we're going to race back to the line. Caution has come out here on lap number 12. Oh, there's Nick Roten. Arwen Basic also involved. He's got heavy damage. And Christopher Marnell as well. Not much damage for him. But caution has come out here on lap number 12. Let's take a look and see what happened in that turn 2 incident. So here's Christopher Marnell's point of view. Oh, you can see smoke coming from the 0 car. He went down to make a move on his teammate, Ricardo Garcia, checked up, and kind of just went into the back of him, and then Arwin Basic plowed into the back of the O2. So on board, you can just hear the engine give way for the 0 car, and he just gets bunk right there, gets run into, spins him around. Not good for them. They were probably trying to keep the body work on that car as the engine blew. But here he goes, blows an engine, and then you can just see the O2 checked up, but then the 45 was right behind him. So it was kind of a ping pong effect right there. Christopher Marnell not happy over the radio, saying his spotter needed to do a better job. Let's take a look at it from him. He noticed, he must have been focused on the 03 because he noticed it came back up the track, but then it was just too late. You would assume that you would see it from the smoke, but you never know from the driver's point of view. We're going to be coming down pit road here on lap 14 under caution. Looks like everyone's going to be coming down pit road. Nick Roten in the 0 car has retired from the race. And Alexander Rowe is going to lead him down pit road first time today. Looks like 4 tire stops and fuel for everyone here. Tires aren't that big of a factor, but it is a speedway race, and tires will be worn quite quickly. Off and away they go, the 37 with the win off of pit road. And he is going to lead us to the green. Here we're going to be restarting lap 17 of 75. Alexander Rowe is out front, your leader for DAF Racing in that 37 Kroger car. If as we run right now, where everyone is situated, the 37 is your current points leader. The 86 of the Cooler Sam sitting in second, right behind them. In third, the 54, that is Eris Yuko. In fourth, the 20 of Norris Andrews. And then fifth place is the DAF teammate of Alexander Rowe, Henry Guo. Here we go, back underway here at Nashville Superspeedway for the Sam Bass 400. Green flag is back in the air. We're underway once again. Lap 17 of 75. Alexander Rowe out front. And Cooler Sam in pursuit right behind them. But here comes that 54. He's got the run down the back straightaway. He's going to dive underneath that 86 car. Try and take that second place position away. There's Logan Williams in the 58. 3 wide down the front straightaway with Norris Andrews trying to take the spot. And Norris Andrews is going to take it coming into the corner. And the 20 car takes second place away, but the 54 is staying strong on that high lane. that I was mentioning, Logan Williams, he started in 15th place, and he's worked his way up. What a charge through the field for that 58 car. The 15th place is Logan Williams, is taking the second place position. Here comes Henry Guo now. We're 3 wide with the Astolfo Motorsports crew through turns 3 and 4. They're able to keep it clean, but man, we've got great racing right behind the leaders. Henry Guo is not holding up, he's leading a big pack of drivers that are just all situated for these top spots. Norris Andrews now takes it. Ricardo Garcia, he's up front as well. And not Michael Guthrie, that's Garrett Lamar as well in that mix. Alexander Rowe, though, out front, coming to lap 21 of 75. And look at all of this. Here comes Sean McKean as well. Aaron Hunter takes the 3rd position, but as we've seen the past couple of laps, that's not guaranteed, as Sean McKean's right behind him. No moves made on the front straightaway. Alexander Rowe, though, still out front. The 58 of Logan Williams, he's looking very strong too, with the somewhat lackluster qualifying performances. We're 3 wide in the back again. Garrett Lamar, with the aggression, takes it into turn number 1, and he's going to take the position. That 30 car most certainly trying to make up for the lackluster couple of weeks that he's had. And he was leading the point standings heading into race number 5. It's currently race 10, and he is nowhere near that. But with how close the points are, I believe the 30 car of Garrett Lamar, he could, with a couple of good races, maybe even a win here and there, he could potentially get himself back up to where he was. But it's Alexander Rowe out front. The DAF racing crew, Rowe and Guo, they're 2-3 in the points right now. Rowe is 2nd, Guo is 3rd, and neither of them have wins. So it'll be very interesting to see how aggressive that 37 will be in relation to getting a win. Coming to lap 26 of 75. That Kroger machine looking good out front. Here comes Logan Williams, though. From 15th to 2nd, and now he's going to battle for that 1st place position. Uses the high line. Very odd. He loses a little ground on the 37, and Rowe is able to keep the lead with a little sizable gap. There's Aaron Hunter right behind that 46, or the 58 as well. 46 currently in 4th place, but the Cooler Sand is trying to dive underneath and take that position away. Lap 28 of 75. When we're racing at short tracks, we usually see much different people running up front. You don't necessarily see people that are commonplaces up front, as we saw Ricardo Garcia take the victory. You could even add in Bermuda, where Nick Roten took the win. Nashville Fairgrounds, where Ricardo Garcia dominated, which was very uncharacteristic of him given his previous performance during the season. And then you also have last week's winner, the Cooler Sam. Logan Williams dives down to the bottom now. And speaking of someone else who hasn't had the best of seasons, Logan Williams has had awful luck. But here he is running up front at Nashville Superspeedway, dives down into the corner, and Williams is going to take the lead. Logan Williams has taken the lead away from Alexander Rowe. And the 46 of Sean McKean has also slipped back. He got loose in the middle of 1 and 2, and he's fallen back to about 7th or 8th now. But with these speedway races here, a little sense of normal, well, as much normal as we can get. We've had a very, I guess you could say, insane season with lots of different winners. 9 races, 9 winners. But now we're seeing the points, the people that are atop the points, running up front. Aaron Hunter tries to dive down into turn 1 and 2. And he's going to take that second position away from the 37. Here comes the Cooler Sam as well. So the 58 was running well at Bristol as the 37 tries to take the position away. A little slide job movement. Here comes the 86 of the Cooler Sam. 3 wide down the front, straight away they go. And Eris Yuko's right behind him. Can the 86 hold on that bottom lane? 34 backs out of it. And the 86 of the Cooler Sam is side by side for that second place position. Eris Yuko right behind them as well. Whoa, the 86 gets loose, slides up the track a little bit. And I think that, if anything, that hurts the 34. Or the 37. Now the 86 trying to hold strong on that top lane, but Eris Yuko has got the advantage. Here comes Aaron Hunter down the bottom side now. He's going to try to make a move on his teammate. The 86 right on that back bumper, the 34 though, and the 37 is right underneath him. Here comes Alexander Rowe as the 54 and 86 get shuffled back a little bit. And now we have a little sense of calm for a moment. But here comes Sean McKean though, coming up the inside of the 86. So I was mentioning earlier the 58 of Logan Williams. He had a good car at Bristol, but ultimately, like the story of his season, he just had bad luck. The Cooler Sam, he's had a rough season so far, but could that win mean a turnaround for that 86 car? Obviously running up front, but what about the 54 of Eris Yuko? He's quietly been atop the standings, but he hasn't gotten a win yet. But currently it's the 58 Logan Williams. Mudfish Motorsports that team already has 1 win, and that was at Riverside with Andrew Franzi. Red Bull announced a few weeks ago that they would not be renewing their sponsorship for Mudfish Motorsports. They will remain sponsors the rest of the season, but they will be dropping it after the season. So, Mudfish Motorsports, currently without a sponsor for Season 2. They will be returning. But who will their sponsors be? That is the interesting question. Here's a Toyota team right here as Tolfa Motorsports. Aaron Hunter and Eris Yuko, as Michael Guthrie was up top battling with them, but he's fallen back a little bit. As your top 5 right now: Logan Williams, Alexander Rowe, Eris Yuko, Aaron Hunter, and Sean McKean, who's now taking that 4th position away from the 34. Here comes Garrett Lamar as well, sitting in 6th. He's going to try to make it into 5th place. And it looks like he's going to be side by side with them through turns 3 and 4. But that gives the 36. He's got the nose underneath the 40. That gives the 30, the nose underneath the 46, and dives into turn 1. He's going to take the lead. Or not the lead. Phew. That's 4th place Garrett Lamar has taken. Alexander Rowe getting real close to that 58 now. Not 42 of 75. We could see pit stops soon. Potentially within the next 4 or 5 laps, we'll see drivers coming down pit road for their 2nd and final scheduled stops of the day. This will be critical. This will ultimately end up determining who will be out front. But you never know. I mean, we've seen people with massive runs get from like 10th to 1st, 10th to 3rd. I'd say Garrett Lamar was sitting in 10th, and then now he's sitting in 4th. So we've seen people drive through the field, like Logan Williams, who's our leader, who's gone from 15th to 1st. So it'll be very interesting to see. Here comes Eris Yuko. He's underneath the 37 of Alexander Rowe. Will Rowe let them by, seeing we've got pit stops? Will he try to beat them off pit road? Rowe's holding strong on that top lane, but it looks like he's going to give the position to Garrett Lamar. Maybe not. Looks like they're going to stay side by side for now. Very risky for this 37 car. It's either you hold strong on the position, try to keep it, or you just slip back and hope that you gain it back off of pit road, seeing pit stops are very close. And here they come. The 3 leaders coming down pit road, and Garrett Lamar is going to inherit the lead because of this. So Garrett Lamar, Sean McKean, Aaron Hunter, and the Cooler Sam, those drivers stay out. And then now comes the 30. The 46 does a late entry onto pit road, and he's going through the grass. Sean McKean loses positions and time when coming onto pit road. That's going to be huge for that 46 car. Also coming onto pit road, the 26, the 00, and the 87. There's the 23 of Colin Scarborough in his pit stall. We'll get more information on that later. But Colin Scarborough is on pit road for some reason, and he is staying still. Four-tire stop for looks like everyone. Garrett Lamar is going to peel out. So it'll be interesting to see. There's the 58 of Logan Williams. I think the 30 actually gained time on the 58, and Logan Williams is going to take the lead, but Garrett Lamar is going to be awfully close to him. Yep, there he is. Files back in He's going to lose a little bit more time. But Garrett Lamar is now second, coming off of pit road. Aris Yuko going to dive down to the bottom, try to take that second position away. But Garrett Lamar goes from around 4th to 2nd. Officially 3rd right now. Arwen Basic getting lapped, but here's the 58 under fire from the 54 of Aris Yuko, who's going to take the lead. Yuko sends it into turn number 1, and he takes the lead coming down the back straightaway. Here at Nashville Superspeedway, lap 49 of 75, Aris Yuko has taken the lead, and Garrett Lamar is coming on that 58 car. Here he comes, the 30 car. Dives into turn number 1. He takes that second position away. Could Garrett Lamar try and take that lead back from the 54? Here comes the 37 of Alexander Rowe. 3 wide. 3 wide coming out of 4 down the front straightaway. We're 3 wide for second place with Garrett Lamar on the top lane. Here comes the 58. Whoa, gets into the 37 a little bit. And now we aren't sorted yet. Here comes the 30. Dives down underneath the 58, and we're 3 wide once again through turns 3 and 4. The 37 backs out of it. And the 58 takes second position for now. While all this is happening, Aris Yuko has taken a sizable gap. '54 out front. He's looking awfully strong. Got over a 1.5 second gap to second place, which is Garrett Lamar. And that little gaggle of 3 cars right there. So now that Garrett Lamar has gotten a little bit away from the 37 and 58, can he try and get up to that 54? Will he be able to do it? In 37, we know he's got speed, but he hasn't led since earlier in the race. He hasn't led since lap 30. So Alexander Rowe itching to get back up to that top position. Aris Yuko has been leading since lap 50. It's now 50, lap 56, 20 laps to go as Garrett Lamar is sitting in second place, Alexander Rowe in third, and then Logan Williams in fourth. I had said earlier we would get more information on Colin Scarborough on why he was on pit road. He had a blown piston at lap 41. He is out of the race. The car has been wheeled back to the garage. They are done for the day. A blown piston for Colin Scarborough. And when he has been finishing races, he's been finishing up front. But Scarborough just not having good luck this season. On board with Garrett Lamar, trying to close in on that 54 car. He's got a gap between him and Alexander Rowe, but we've seen drivers getting good runs up on drivers that have gaps. So could the 30 close himself up on the 54, or the 37 could easily slingshot his way to the back bumper of the 30. Getting closer coming out of turn number 4. He's definitely gaining on that 54 car here. Lap 59 of 75. Alexander Rowe, though, has also gotten close to him. Here comes Garrett Lamar. A little wiggle and a little run out of Arasuka. That gives a little more separation between the two. And now Lamar is falling back, and now he's got the 37 right underneath him. Here comes Alexander Rowe. So Rowe got to him in the 30, gets loose in the middle of the corner, slides up the track, and he's falling down to 4th. Aaron Hunter is going to take the position, and now Garrett Lamar is in 4th. Alexander Rowe sitting in 2nd. Eris Yuko still out in front here at Nashville Superspeedway. Lamar falling down to 5th as Logan Williams is going to try to make a move around him. And now it is Yuko and Rowe. 1, 2. Excuse me. Yuko and Rowe, 1, 2. Probably 2 of the best drivers in the field today with 2 of the best cars. I'd say the 3rd best car would be Logan Williams, who's sitting in 4th. So this could be a very exciting battle to the finish between these 2 drivers. Rowe getting close to him. Very slow movement to get to the back bumper of the 54, but you can see that 37 is slowly gaining on Eris Yuko, but Yuko is still putting together marvelous laps, and it will be a great battle to see if the 37 can get to him. The 37 went high in the corner, got a little loose, and he's going to lose ground on the 54. Lap 64 of 75, Eris Yuko still out in front here for Astolfo Motorsports. Garrett Lamar is falling back a little bit. Here comes Alexander Rowe. He gets a run down the back straightaway. Aaron Hunter also right there. So this will be interesting as the 37 has gotten within a car length of that back bumper of the 54. Will he send it into turn number 1? He doesn't, but he's able to stick it on the bottom lane. The 54 stays high. That gets the 37. He's going to gain. 37 gets to the back bumper of the 54. Staying behind him through turns 3 and 4. No move made yet, and he loses a little ground coming out of the corner. 10 laps to go here at Nashville Superspeedway. Eris Yuko, Alexander Rowe, 1, 2 under a blanket at the top. Will Rowe make a move yet? Pokes his nose down underneath. No, he's not able to do it. And now down the front straightaway they go. They're just like they were last time. 9 laps to go here at Nashville Superspeedway. Rowe doesn't have enough on the 54 to try and make a move. He even loses time there. And that gives the 54 some breathing room. Your top 5, all within about a second and a half, 2 seconds of each other. Here with 8 laps to go here at the Sam Bass 400. Down the back straightaway they go. It'll be 7 more times around. Who could win it? Yuko has been leading since lap 50. Rowe, he led the first few laps. Aaron Hunter dives down to the bottom. He hasn't led all day. Could he try and pull off a little upset? Garrett Lamar, also right underneath them. Battle for second. That's allowing Yuko to get away. Here comes Lamar. He's going to try to make it. No, he was going to look to make it 3 wide. He slid up the track in the middle of turn 4. 6 laps to go. Whoa, the 58 gets into the 30. Logan Williams got into the back bumper of Garrett Lamar, who had to check up to not run into Alexander Rowe. Logan Williams has moved his way into 3rd place, and Garrett Lamar, who was charging, has slipped back to 5th. Now we're a 3-car battle for 3rd place, and Aaron Hunter is sitting in 2nd. And it's Aris Yuko who is still out front. What a turn of events here. Logan Williams under fire from Garrett Lamar, who is trying to get his position back. 4 laps to go for Aris Yuko, though, who is solidly out front. So Aaron Hunter slipped by Alexander Rowe, and then Logan Williams sent it into the corner too much. Went into the back of the 30 car. That is allowing the 54 and 34 to be out in front. Here with 3 to go. Nashville Superspeedway for the Sam Bass 400. Down the back straightaway they go, into turns 3 and 4. Aaron Hunter slowly gaining, but not much yet. 2 laps to go. Garrett Lamar was battling with Alexander Rowe for 4th, but he has conceded the position and is in 5th now. Into turns 3 and 4 they go. 1.5 miles away for Aris Yuko here at Nashville Superspeedway. Final lap. White flags in the air. The 54 led the most laps at Daytona for the Daytona 500. Wasn't able to get it done. Led laps at Auto Club. Fell short at the end. Aris Yuko and Astolfo Motorsports, they haven't been able to break through for a victory. But out of turn 4, the 54 is going to win the Sam Bass 400 at Nashville Superspeedway. What a race, what a win for Aris Yuko. Man. Aris Yuko has won the Sam Bass 400, 10th different winner in 10 races here for the NCS SimRacing Challenge. And man, that was an exciting race right there. Some of the best racing that we've seen all season. Hopefully we can see the NASCAR Cup Series, who will be coming here in 2021. Maybe they will potentially recreate this style of racing here. You never know. Let's take a look at our finishing results. Aris Yuko wins it. Aaron Hunter, his teammate, finishes 2nd. Logan Williams in 3rd. Alexander Rowe finished 4th. Garrett Lamar 5th, ending his little slide. The Cooler Sam 6th. Josh Moore 7th after starting on the pole. Michael Guthrie 8th. Henry Guo 9th. And Sean McKean finished 10th. Then Norris, Andrews, Axel Rocha, Ian McDaniel, Josh Harrison, Ricardo Garcia, Harry Williams, Vincent Crook, Andrew Franzi, and then Christopher Marnell, Arwen Basic were one lap down. Colin Scarborough finished out with a blown piston. Nick Roten out with a blown engine. Very interesting to see those results, but what'll be interesting is the current point standings. We got a new points leader, Alexander Rowe, on top of the points, 158 points. First points change since race 5, where Sean McKean took the points lead. And McKean is 1 point back. Yuko slides his way into third, 8 points back, and then Henry Guo, Aaron Hunter, Norris Andrews, Ian McDaniel, Michael Guthrie, the Cooler Sam, and Josh Moore. Those are your top 10 in points. Very, very close so far, though, these point standings. Logan Williams moved up to 16th. Garrett Lamar moved up to 11th. Lots of interesting storylines. Next week is going to be race number 11 for the NCS SimRacing Challenge. You know what? That's going to be an exciting race. It's going to be Watkins Glen for the Backstretch Report 350. We will see you all there for the 11th race of the NCS SimRacing Challenge.